Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
24.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 20.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wassor on the tackle. A gain of 5. And the Broncos 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught inside the 25.
Time, baby.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Penny, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Penny, a 1st down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards.
Jets, nothing.
Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 27 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Penny, the ball carrier.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Complete to Scott Miller.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to connect with Mims. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. This just a 24-yard attempt.
24-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He'll air this one out for Mims. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 17.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. to throw again. Jackson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He got 29 yards that time.
At the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he finds Penny. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. So what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Moore. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
For the point after.
And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position. position late in this first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Catch left side here by Aiken. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9.
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Penny taking it in. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Jets 17. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's Penny on the counter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Jets 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Jerry Judy, 56 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 38, Jets 24. Sam Martin.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Penny. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down and long.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Prescott buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long for Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here